things. But
He'd
you've
be in the
obviously,
box.
what you've done is you've taken information and opinions of another person and have gone with them. Maybe perhaps
I've
what
only
you
gone with
should
what I've
do,
seen.
you've,
Yeah,
but you've not really seen anything. You've seen Angie.
Mummy, Baron,
That's
can I
And
it.
I've seen
ask
and
a
I've seen
question?
Alex.
Yeah, can I just ask a question to you, Val? Right,
I
you come in
actually
and
follow Alex. If you can actually check my followers, if you don't believe, I'd probably be blocked by tomorrow, but it doesn't make a
but
difference.
you
I got to say what I wanted to say.
but you
Sorry, Alex, yeah.
you've said that you don't go in boxes, you don't go live, but your literal bio says I go
No, I
live every
never
day.
said that I don't go into boxes. I never said
Oh,
that. I
okay,
said I
okay.
normally do just chat at the hit things with my daughter. That's all the only
Oh, okay,
person who
fine.
will see me.
No,
I
but
never said
I was
that.
making sure it's fine. It's okay, it's
Right,
not a
Val,
problem.
look, can I just say something to you? Yeah? Can I
Yeah.
just say this is what I want to say, and this is how I'm going to enter because I'm going to spin the boxes now
Yeah,
anyway and get
no
other
problem.
people in. So this is just the one thing I want to say to you, based on what you've actually been told now by us, yeah,
Yeah.
and what you first knew when you first came into this. Is your
hmm
opinion still the same? Do you think that he should have done it, or do you think that he shouldn't have? Because we all think he should have.
Sorry, it was what says my opinion's the same. What
Is
MT?
your opinion still the same? Were you still coming in to criticise him for doing what he did?
I wasn't coming in to criticize anyone though, MT. That's the thing
Okay,
about it. And like I
that's
said,
fine.
I'm sorry to the people that has picked me up wrong for that. I'm a
Okay.
kind of a person as I don't cut corners. If I have something to ask, I'll ask it directly. And that's what I want people to ask me the same way. I'm a big grown ass woman like everybody else on there. I can take it. I'll give out nothing but the truth because I'd rather be killed for the truth than killed for a lie. But if I came across that way with an attitude, my
But your
apologies.
very first
That's fine.
question, Val, was
No,
why does he sit in boxes with
Mummy.
women? And you made references to him not
Yeah,
being
I
a
did
real
because if
man.
he's been bullied and if he's been like that's like me sitting in a box with like a load of men and they're all coming at me. Why would I remain there?
MT, can I say something to Alex, please?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm going to dip some people anyway, just to get other people in because there's a queue. So go on, Molly.
Alex,
One
you're
later.
doing a good
John,
job.
because
Keep
see you
going
all
what you're
later. Thanks,
doing.
everyone.
See you later, Snow.
Thank you, Snow.
You're doing a good job, Alex. Keep doing what you're doing. I've been on this app for nearly 2 years. I don't go live because of the abuse and stuff that people was on come on to my life. But I've been watching this last many days, you and Dave and Tony, and I think you're all doing a good job. I've been on Angie's live, I don't know many times, just watching, and I don't even know how she can get going live with the stuff that she's coming out with. It's unreal. And I don't take sides in anybody, but you're doing a good job, Alex, and keep it up.
Thank you, Mummy Biggs. Mummy Biggs.
Alex,
Yes, Kimmy?
I want to ask you a genuine question. And are you okay? Like, are you feeling
Yeah,
okay? Is
yeah.
your headspace
I'm
okay?
honestly okay. Like things do get to you, and I'm going to be real. But it's not the fact is, I'm not one of them people to be like, oh my God, you know what I mean, all that stuff. Like, 'cause I am a true believer. If you do get to that's like, if you get to that point, yeah, I do believe that maybe you should step back and just honestly just protect your own mental health and protect obviously your families and stuff. But honestly, I'm not at that point yet, and I'll still fight my corner and I'll still be on here doing and helping and stuff because that's how it is. That's what I've set to do, and I'm going to continue to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, please just be aware, Alex. Please be aware. Like your mental health matters too. And if you ever need to reach out, my inbox is always open, and I'm always ready to speak if you need to.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right,
Can I
I'm gonna
just,
drop. Thank you, MT, for having me. I
You're
just wanted
welcome.
to try and explain things calmly to that lady.
Not a problem.
Thank you for having me. Bye
You're
bye.
welcome. Does
Thank
anyone
you.
know if Donna's live yet?
I haven't got no notification or
I
anything.
think someone said that she still wasn't live.
Mm.
But can I just quickly say something as well to you, Alex?
Yeah.
I just want to say, right, look, all the accusations and everything that's been put to you, everything that you've proved that you're not, right, and you're still on this app day in, day out, helping other people and fighting for other people's kids' safety. And then people have to think that they've got the right to come up to you and attack you for doing what you're doing. Like it pisses me off. It does. And I'm sorry that I came in screaming and shouting, but I've sat back and I've watched it. And see, quite frankly, see, after I jump off this live today, I'm not coming back on the app because it's got that bad. People are getting accused of stuff that can tarnish a man's name or anybody's name. Do you know what I mean? It's not right.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to feel that you have to leave the app because of all this stuff. You can still have your own, no matter how big your support is, you can still have a friends, even if you keep your circle small and go live and just support each other, you know what I mean? It's hard because everyone always seems to get dragged into drama, and obviously fucking to be honest with you, everyone wants to watch it because that's why everyone's on the app. To be honest, with you. That's why people get the stupid amount of views. You know what I
Can
mean?
I
That's
just
how
ask,
they.
Yeah.
who's Archie?
It's
Um,
me.
Who's
It's
me?
me. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
What was
Um,
attack?
so
This
can I
you
just,
attacked in Angie's live yesterday.
excuse me?
Were you attacked in Angie's live
I
yesterday?
was.
Yeah,
No, it
I
was
was
a
just about
few
to say.
days ago. Yes. So I came off the app for a little while. I thought, no, it wasn't Angie's live. It was Charlie's live. I got totally attacked.
What for?
I've been attacked several times for you, Alex. But
Oh.
what I wanted to say on this is like anybody that says that you are horrible to women and they all come at you for like, most of the time on your app, like women are on it. You have been the sweetest, nicest person. You have never raised your voice. You have been like totally
Gonna switch some
accepting
boxes
of
up.
everything that's been said. And that's what I hate about this app. Like, it's shut up, laughing. I'm trying to get my point across because he's so lovely and
Pretty
people
much.
like really
Thank
hammer
you.
him.
No, I appreciate it.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hi,
That's
everybody.
No, shut up.
Hi,
Yes,
MC.
I
Hi,
Okay.
Alex. It's
Hey,
Manny.
Listen, I'm
how
not.
you
I'm
doing,
not.
man? You okay?
We're not
It's
actually
given
going
on
to
to
be long,
Jones.
so I'm just getting everyone in to have a chance to speak.
Alex,
Hi, Luna. You okay?
I am okay. Thank you. Did you say you were going to put a video on your page about making that account of
Oh,
how?
I'll probably be live, and I'll probably show it all live. It's probably better
Yeah,
that
that
way.
would be good because obviously, well, I have 4 children and my daughter is on TikTok and she is quite young, and I've tried to do the parental family connection thing, and it's good, but it only shows me what she's already seen, which doesn't really help if she's already seen it. And even if you can block certain words from her searching or coming up in her search,
Yeah.
I've found that because she's into like K-pop, which I think is like a Korean pop
Yeah,
music sort of
Korean
thing.
pop. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she's very into that at the moment, and I've found that other people are putting hashtags like K-pop into their videos so that they get the views of people that are searching for K-pop or whatever, and they're not always appropriate videos. So I don't see how there's any way you can stop the young ones from seeing things when the wrong uns are putting hashtags of what they know the kids are going to search for.
It'll be all down to the RO system on TikTok, unfortunately, and how the algorithm works. Like, there's only
Yeah,
you can only set certain amount of things. Like, there's only going to be so many parental controls, and there's also only
that's
going to
it.
be so many apps that you can download, including like Family Link and many others that can monitor. But
Yeah.
however, like,
I
yeah,
think that's so what I'm doing instead is not every day, but every couple of days, when she's at school, I go on her phone and I'm looking through all the people. She's only got about 10 followers and she's only following about 11, but I go through them and I look at their pages, and she hasn't got any inboxes or messages or anything like that. But I think that's the only way to keep her safe until all these people have got off, is for me to completely monitor her account myself, because I just don't see how else it can be done.
yeah, I understand 100%.
But I'm grateful for what you're all doing anyway, and I completely got the gist of why you made that account, to show how they can get into over 18 lives. I don't know why it's so hard for some people to understand, but it's literally like a social experiment. So it was
It's always
completely.
it's based on the conversation, and the stuff that's getting shown in lives has always been my concern. Like, and that's
Yeah.
why that individual I don't trust, and I know that something's going on with him because the stuff that's come out of his mouth, and for him to having a live yesterday based on escort work, sexual activity, sexual nature, and a lot of very crude descriptions, and I was able to
Yeah.
access that live as a 15-year-old. That says a lot about that person, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what worries me with my kids. But I think the best way is for me to tell them of the dangers and say, you know, there are people that you might stumble across, but you've got to swipe away quickly. Don't hang around. Don't watch it in full because it'll come back in your algorithm. They're not silly, my kids, and if they want to have these apps and things, then they've got to play by some sensible rules. I have to explain things to them. I can't. A lot of people have said, "Oh, I don't think you should let your children on there. We shouldn't have to tell our children about these things." Well, the way the world is now, you do have to tell your children about these things. You can't let them play in the street anymore, and you do have to tell them why they're not allowed to play in the street anymore. That's the way it is.
For a little bit of help for you as well, apparently, well, I know this to be a fact, I shouldn't say apparently because that word shouldn't be involved in his sentence, but No Face, No Case has got a post up how to protect your child and certain apps to use, and obviously just to shut things down. And also Jojo as well has got a post up. Jojo the Savage has also got, I'll show you them accounts if you need them to.
I've just started following No Face, so I'll have a look at that
Yeah.
after this.
Who's your internet provider as well, Luna?
Pardon?
Who's your internet provider?
Yeah. Oh, who is it? Sky?
Speak to Sky. 'Cause
Luna.
Sky will have a whole online safety.
Yeah. I mean, I have got most of the things. I've got
Luna,
most of the parental guideline things already running anyway.
Luna,
Mhm.
do you know that like on your TikTok you can add another account so you can have your
Yes,
daughter's account logged into your phone like 24/7?
I have. I've got Mabel's account logged into mine. But like I say, how will I see what she's seeing in real time?
If you go on her account, like if you go onto her account the same time she's on her account, you'll be able to watch like.
Okay.
No,
I
no,
see.
you won't. Sorry,
Will you not?
no, you can't. So you won't be able to see. I get what you mean, but no, you won't physically be. So if you wanted to see what your daughter was viewing at that time, you wouldn't be able to do that. The only way you'd be able to do that was if you were able to track, obviously, what was going on TikTok and be able to sit in the same lives as it. But
The only
Well,
thing
if
you'd be
you
able
go
to track
onto
your
your
messages
but
and stuff.
if you go onto your daughter's phone, because if you're worried and want to see what type of videos she's seeing, go
Yeah,
on.
I've done that.
Yeah, have you typed in on the search for
I
search
have
bar
to see what
for
she's been searching for. I
Yeah.
did that, and I could see all of her searches, and the most damaging one I could find was hot guys.
Basta. How old is she?
She's 12. She's nearly 13.
Oh,
But the reason she's only recently been allowed to have an account, and it's mainly been her friends taking the mickey out of her. It's been going on for about 18 months where all her friends have been picking on her because she hasn't got it, and she hasn't got Instagram or anything either, and they all have. And I've been very dubious to do it, very reluctant. And my other daughter's 18 and said, "No, mummy, for God's sake, don't let her have it. You can see all kinds of things." But the thing is, I have TikTok myself, obviously, here I am. But I've never had anything horrible in my FYP. So I couldn't understand why my husband and my other daughter were saying, "Oh, you can see all kinds of horrible things." It's never, all I've got is cats
yeah.
and cleaning tips.
I think what you should have done, like in that, if your eldest daughter was saying to you, don't allow her to have it, I think you should have got your eldest daughter to like speak to her and say, like, listen,
Yes.
but forget what your friends are saying, don't listen to the peer pressure.
We
Like,
did
if
try that. We
you
did
don't
try
need
that for a
it.
long time. But there was, it became that she's in a little group of friends at school. She's 12, and there's sort of 4 or 5 of them, and they sort of, they're
But if
very,
they're peer
very
pressure,
bitchy at that
if
age.
they're peer pressure, like, do you really think they're friends?
Yeah, I
I
know.
think like you should
I've
speak to her,
said all
and if
that
if she's
stuff.
coming up and saying my friends are saying this to me, I think you should speak to her and say like, I think you need to evaluate your friendship circle
I
rather
have
than
said all of that to her as well, but it goes around and around. She's tried to break out and be with other friends, and then she finds that they've got social media as well. That it's very
Let's be
hard to
honest.
find a group of friends that hasn't.
Let's be honest,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of young people nowadays are using social media. I know back in the day, obviously, social media wasn't available to people, so they didn't use it. But it's more prominent now in society for people of younger generation to use social media. You know, kids are watching videos on YouTube at the age of fucking 2 and 3, sitting on iPads. Do you know what I mean? Mums and dads are just giving kids iPads and they're sitting there watching videos, and you know they can access things like Facebook and WhatsApp, and people use WhatsApp in school nowadays to communicate with teachers.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of forms of communication which is more prominent now in society than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Can I just reply to Liluna? When I've 5 children, 3 older, and then I've twins, 14. Okay, I did not give in to the peer pressure. They only got phones there at Christmas. I don't care about peer pressure. I explain to them that these people that are peer pressuring you are the ones that are allowed to be on and are allowed to be parented by an electronics. Okay. Then the other thing is, one has TikTok, the other one has no interest in it. They're not even allowed Snapchat or anything like that, okay? So when I set up his account, right, obviously it's linked to mine, he can't receive or send messages, right? He can only watch a certain amount of things that's monitored. He is allowed to watch football stuff. He is not under any circumstances, okay, which I've agreed with him. If you have a TikTok account and you are on it, and if I catch you on a live, and I mean like on a live like this where adults are talking, or any live, it doesn't make any difference, unless you're just watching videos which are about football. If you are on any other account, it's coming off you. And
Yeah.
that's it. And TikTok will be deleted until you're 18. And that's the end of it. And I don't give in. And that's the way that some parents should have to have
I
it.
think I have, well, because this has only been, we're only a week into this with
Yeah. So always put
but I
your
think I have said that. I have said if I come across anything, and she's not savvy enough to delete her cache and cookies and history yet.
I've
So
got something. I've just had, sorry to disturb. I've got some information for you. How to help you a lot. You know, when you go into your daughter's account, yeah, you know, on the search bar at the top, if you put a dot, yeah,
yeah,
just a dot in there. At the bottom, something will come up. Then it said, "Click in watch your view history." So then you'll be able to click it and see what your daughter's viewed.
okay, that's
So
good.
that'll be that you'll be able to monitor it that way.
But again, it's what she's already seen, and it's not preventing what she could see. But
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
the thing is to
problem,
try
isn't
and
it?
keep her algorithm as clear as possible.
Thanks, Amber.
that's
There's
how
a-
you sit
there's
down
so
and have a
so much
conversation.
moderation you can do, because regardless of how much moderation you do at home, they're still at school. Her friends have still got phones that aren't going to be as moderated as hers.
Yeah,
So
and what bothers me is when she goes to sleepovers. I mean, she doesn't go often, but there's a couple of her friends who have been her friends since she was 4 years old, and their parents don't keep an eye on their phones as much as I do with Mabel. So I'm worried that it'll be, oh, have you seen this? Have you seen that? And that sort of thing. So I don't know. It gets very deep. The point is, I have to tell her about the horrible things out there for her to be able to protect herself rather than me protecting her.
The problem is the app's become a dangerous place, and that's why a lot of people now are trying to do their best to help the situation and work together.
I wouldn't
And
say
a prime example of that is bloody. I don't know if all of you know the girl Cash Me Outside. How about that? You know, Daniel Bragoli.
Right.
yeah.
Like literally, she was 17 years old, and then the day that she turned 18, she started an OnlyFans, right? And she made over $1 million, right, that one night on OnlyFans. So that just goes to show people seeing her in a sexual
I was
manner.
like, I'll disagree with you there and say that the app, like when you say the app has become a dangerous place, it hasn't become. It's always, like, the internet's always been a dangerous place for young people, like this app or any
But
other app.
it's accelerated to a whole new life now. A
No,
whole new.
because if you go back in history, like there was grown, like when the internet first came out, there was grown men on the internet who had like a countdown for when the Olsen twins had turned 18 and stuff like that, and they were all betting on like the Olsen twins' virginity and everything. So the internet's always been a dangerous place.
But the
It's
more
just
people
like,
that use it, that's what I mean by acceleration. It's got way more viewers, and it's going to be seen by way more people. Like back in them times, like
Morning.
you had dial up, didn't you? You had a dial up and all that stuff. And literally, if your mum used to pick up the phone and that while you was on the internet, your internet would cut off. You know what I mean? In them times.
But Liluna, the other thing is like an open conversation and rules and regulations.
Yeah.
That's what I have with my boys.
That's exactly what I've done with Mabel, because I think that I've got to teach her to protect herself as much as me protect her.
Because we can't let them out on the street. Let's be honest, we cannot
Yeah.
let them out on the streets, okay?
No.
So people are saying, oh my God, you're letting your PC parent or you're letting your thing. No, that's how they're socialising, okay?
It
So
is
if
very
you
hard. We
have,
don't have a garden either. You know, it is
yeah,
quite difficult
so
sometimes.
if you have an open conversation and say to her, if I catch you doing this, if I catch you doing that, my son is not allowed to do any videos of any family members, of himself, of anything else.
Yeah, that's
He does
exactly what
upload
I've said. Yeah,
edits, and that's all that he does, right?
yeah.
And that's it. He's
I'm
not
just
allowed.
refreshing the boxes. Sorry.
Sorry, yeah,
Sorry, I
sorry.
was refreshing the boxes.
Can
Go on.
I just talk to Alex for 1 second? That's why I came in. I wasn't.
Yeah, how you doing, Manic? You okay?
Sorry, Alex, I just wanted to say that I really don't know how people are coming for you when obviously you were the one. You've been on Tony's live, right? Tony, I was there, right? Tony has asked for help, right? And Alex offered help and it was greatly received. Okay, so anybody that says that Alex was throwing himself in there and wanted to get himself involved, no, Alex is doing what Alex does, the behind the scenes work, which is very tiring for some people, let's face it. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously trying to, like, with the decoy, like, that's the thing that I would never think about. And people saying,
conversation with your kid involves, they will always find a way. Don't hide your kids away from online safety. Make them aware of it and take steps to help them protect themselves as well as you looking out for them, honestly. I hope people take that advice and follow it, because it honestly is. It doesn't matter how many predator groups, hunter groups, and most of them are absolutely brilliant and get a result. Doesn't matter how many of us come together as groups on TikTok. If your kids aren't aware of the dangers and it isn't a normal conversation for you to have with them, they'll hide it from you. And that's the last thing you want.
That's exactly it. Fair play in saying that, Grandad Gobshite. It needs to be brought up.
Thanks for inviting me on. I will be on at some point again later, because there's loads of conversations I'd love to have with you, but I've never had bloody chance recently.
No, that's why when I see it, I just thought, yeah, this is a good time to get you up. But yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely pass by any time.
Right, I'm off to feed my ducks. Thanks,
Right,
all.
chat soon.
Bye for now. How do I get out of here? Boot me out. Boot me out.
So like you heard, people, the first step you can take in trying to fucking defeat all of this shit is by checking your kids' devices. If they are involved in any apps like Omegle or Talking Tom or anything like that, make sure you delete that app straight away, because it is literally just an app full of wrong-uns. Obviously, you've got your odd wrong-uns on TikTok, do you know what I mean? Where 99% of them are all right, but on them sort of apps, they're straight up wrong-uns from the start. Yeah, Alicia, do you know what, Alicia? I hear what you said about keep your kids off social media as long as you can, yeah, but it's 2024. It's different to how when we were kids, do you know what I mean? We used to get up, fucking your friends would knock the door, you go out on your bikes. Nowadays, they get up and they interact through their phones or through a fucking game, or it's mad, isn't it? There's only so much you can do, really. Ames, I can't check WhatsApp because I'm on this phone. Sorry, one sec, let me just... Oh, Angie's Cam 2 and us. Big up Angie. Say hi to and Angie, the Cam 2. I'm sure Angie will have the same fucking opinion on that anyway, so it's not a big deal. Kids bully other kids if they haven't got certain things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get put down, don't you?